I think we're going to see that reaction as time goes on and we get closer to him actually being inaugurated. Of course, we've got about 10 or 12 weeks until he actually takes office. So I think there is a little bit of euphoria right now around some of the things that you mentioned, the tax cuts, potentially corporate tax cuts, and other issues like that, deregulation, of course. You're right that some of the proposals would really blow up the federal deficit and the national debt. Tariffs obviously can be very inflationary. So I think there's a lot of bridges still to cross. But I think this is 24 hours after the election, kind of a euphoria reaction. I think the market in part just wanted a result. There was a lot of concern that this would be a drawn-out process. As I like to say, the market doesn't care that much about the outcome of the election, but it cares a lot that there is an outcome. And I think we got that earlier than we expected. I think the market today reacted to that.
Indeed, yeah, certainty, right? And uncertainty, of course, is what investors just loathe. I get that. Got to ask you a key question, Mike, in terms of the tariffs. Trump's messaging, et cetera, has been pretty clear and consistent. He is the tariff president, right? Is he serious, though, or is this just, going to end up being a negotiating tactic or a big stick to whack other countries over the head on to get what he wants out of them?
Yeah, I think there's a sense here in Washington that there's a degree of this that's a negotiating tactic. There's this kind of reaction here, when he talks about across-the-board tariffs on absolutely everything, where there's this kind of skeptical reaction from a lot of people here in Washington that's like, well, really everything? So I do think we'll see that as a negotiating tactic and probably some more nuance to the proposals that actually come out in January. But he certainly has said it's his favorite or second favorite word. So we're going to have to take him at face value on that. But I think there's going to be a lot of room for negotiating on that and trying to force other countries to come to agreements. And so we'll see how it all plays out. But the sense that it's going to be absolutely everything across the board, I think there is some skepticism to that.